Hi, everybody, and welcome to HDIM 2010 Healthcare Statistics and Data. I want to go through the course with you, kind of walk you through what's going on with this course and what to expect this quarter. First of all, there's two books that you need to purchase. The first one is the Calculating a Healthcare Statistics and Reporting, and this is this book here. You should have this one. You will be using that one, modules 1 through 6. And then modules 7 through 10, you'll be using this Analyzing Healthcare Data. Okay. They're both actually created by the same person. They're both through HDIM, and you can purchase the Calculating Health Statistics through the bookstore. The other one you're going to have to get through HDIM because it is a new book this quarter. Okay. It's been added because we have to get the new curriculum submitted into our courses. So we have to make sure that you guys get the new and current information that you need for the RHAT exam. So I'm going to go into share and we're going to take a look at the course for this quarter for this class. And once you bring it up, I'm going to bring you to the home page and just some general information here. The only thing that's new here is basically some information about the course. And then down here, it says that you must submit an assignment by the census date or you will be kicked out of the class. The reason why I'm stating this is because it has happened. Okay. The census date, I do believe it's in the syllabus and we'll go over it. But if you do not submit by that date, we will kick you out because it is a financial aid requirement as well as MCC. So it is not something that's suggestive. It is something that's mandatory. So before I get into the syllabus though, I do want to tell you underneath the home page tab is the announcements. That's where I'm going to let you know when I've actually finished grading the modules. So each week the module will be graded when in fact the module closes. So this is going to be a lot of you downloading a file, putting your answers in, saving it, and then uploading it into a box for me to grade. So it is not going to be graded as soon as you get it put in. It will be graded as soon as I get it graded, as soon as the module ends. So just keep that in mind. Okay. This is math. So this means that we're going to have to do things a little different in this class when it comes to not being able to just answer yes, no answers. This is actually applying what you're doing. So in the syllabus here, the important information is the class starts on Sunday, 6/6, and it ends on August 16th. All right. So that's our cutoff date. There's no dates that we have off for this quarter. So the schedule stays on task. Withdrawal with no penalty is June 18th. And I do believe that's the census date as well. So get something submitted by then, which you should have because the first due date is June 14th, which is a week from Monday. Today is the day I'm posting. So a week from today. Okay. Everything's due by 11:59 on Monday night. Okay. Drop with no grade, August 3rd. Okay. But that doesn't mean you're going to get any tuition reimbursement back on that. That just means you get no grade. So keep that in mind, keep on task, keep going, make sure you get everything done. This is my information, including my phone number. Okay. We are 50% right now on campus. So I am still remotely from home. We can meet if you need help via Zoom. And if we have to, as a last resort, we will meet in person. Okay. But this is my cell phone number in case you need it. Okay. Let's see. Book requirements are in here. They're right here under requirement of supplemental material. You only need to purchase these two books. Everything else is already been given, will already be given to you. Okay. Computer requirements. I do want to kind of hit that hard because this is going to be Word document. So if you do not have Word in your system, let me see if I can get to my calendar here. Let's see if we can get this thing to go down. I don't know if I can get there. Hold on a sec. Let's wait for this thing to get back down again. Let's see if I can get in here. There we go. Okay. If you go into Outlook, you can go over here to the button on the left-hand side of the screen at the very top where it says Outlook, hit that grid bar, and you're going to see all of these apps. You can get into these apps so you do not have to purchase them. So for example, here's Word. You can actually bring up Word. Okay. The actual Word file, and then you can use it. Okay, so if you need to, you can file it, save it to the cloud, and then you can actually go in and use the Word doc, save it and everything, and then you can submit it that way. So just an FYI on that, there's Words in there, Excel's in there. You don't need PowerPoint. Let me see what else is in there that you might need. Doesn't look like anything else. I was hoping that they did not add Access, and I was kind of hoping that they would, but I'll see if there's anything I can do on that one, because we will be using that next quarter. So it's always nice to be ahead of the game here. All right, so you can use the Office 360, that's what these are. So that way you do not have to download the program or the software into your system. So you can try that. Okay, so going back to Outlook, all right, so with that, back to the course again. Okay, so basically that's pretty much the gist of it there. I just wanted to bring those to your attention, and the schedule. Now, at the very end of the syllabus, here is a schedule of everything that is due this quarter. Okay, now what I want to tell you is do not use this to manipulate and go through and do your homework, because if you do, you're going to miss out on all the learning materials, and there's a lot in this class that you need to know. There's some extra tools in here that I've posted in here, formulas and things like that you're going to need. You might want to print. For example, I do believe here in Module 2, Chapter 2 or Chapter 3 and 4 formulas, you might want to print those up, because when you're studying for the RHAT exam in a few months, you're going to want those formulas for studying, and every one of these has them. So you might want to print those up. Okay, maneuvering around in the course. Start with homework directions and use the next button at the far right of the screen at the bottom, okay, until you get done with the module. So that way you don't miss anything, all right? Another way to check too is if you look, I'm gonna do the student version here, the student view, so that way you can see. But if you go into grades, you can check and see if you've got stuff in here that you've had done, that you have something in every single one of them, okay? That's really important. As you noticed here on the left-hand side, there is nothing here that has a tab for discussions. That's because you need to do it with the module, okay? Because if you use that other key, you're gonna forget and you're gonna miss your discussion questions. So really focus on using that next button to get to the next thing, to get to the next thing, to get to the next thing. So that way you do not miss anything. All right. So modules 1 through 6 is going to be basically the statistics book. All right. We're going to finish up in here. The very last thing here on the statistics will be research. Research, there's a chapter in there about research for IRBs and things like that. Okay. And then module 7 kicks it into the data analytics book. Okay. Now, modules 7 and 8 and 9 are based off of the book. Now, module 10 is not totally in there yet. Actually, I'm working on the external notes, lecture notes for you so that you can complete this module and that will be done. So the points are correct, it's just the learning lecture notes are not in there yet. Okay, and those will be in there at the end of the week, hopefully. All right. So this is going to be kind of a tough one because we're not used to doing statistics. We are really geared towards, we had to do intermediate, I think it was intermediate college math or something of that sort. And so stats is a little bit different, but we haven't really had a problem with anybody finishing up on the stats itself. But we get into the areas of two-sided tests and things like that, it gets a little tricky and a little hairy. So I'm going to try and get some more learning materials in here with YouTube videos to help you out in those sections as well, to see if that will help you in walking through those things. Okay, so I will get you all the learning materials you need in order to make sure that you can understand it. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys for this class. I've went over everything that I think is important for you to know at this point in time. If you have any questions, email me through the class through Canvas. So use that inbox on the left-hand side of Canvas and then go ahead and send me a note asking me the question. And that way it correlates you with the class and I know what you're talking about. Okay. All right. Have a wonderful quarter and email if you need anything. Thanks.